Before we get going into the video, my name is Brando. For the new viewers, I'm the founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency. We've been able and so fortunate to work with 100 plus partners. And so the reason I started this channel is to document every framework that I know is proven to work and that actually work so that you can get some value from it and, hopefully make your business a success. With no further ado, I hope you enjoy this video. Welcome to this video. In today's video, I'm going to break down a company, a jewelry company that is actually bringing in around $15 million every single year. As usual, I'm going to break down their funnel, their strategy, what they're doing with their upsell, their email marketing. I'm going to break down an extra couple of concepts compared to my other videos so that we can really hone in and understand how this company was able to scale at this point over $15 million per year in sales. Okay, with no further ado, let's get right into the video. There's a lot of different topics that I want to cover in this video. Great, so before we actually go into the video and I disguise the brand and I talk about the brand in just a second, this is just for the new viewers, as I always do in my other videos. This is just one of our clients that we actually just onboarded a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. So these results that you see here in Q4, over 5.8 million, over almost $6 million just in Q4, was not a result that we necessarily generated. But the reason I'm showing you this is because we work with clients that do 7 and 8 figures. And so the reason I'm showing you this is because we have access to a lot of information, which is one of the primary reasons why I love what I do and I love the position I am in. I'm able to, whether we work with the client or not, get access to a lot of data, which is the exact reason why I'm starting this channel, to document what's working, what's not working, just by the consultations and audits I have or go throughout on a weekly basis, and also of course by the learnings while I grow my clients, right, to 7 and 8 figures. So this is just one of our clients, as you can see, not even flexing. I'm just this is just one of our clients. We have many other clients doing similar numbers. But they almost did $6 million just in Q4. And the company that I'm going to talk about today is called Atolea. I didn't even know this company, honestly, but I found this company while I was doing competitor research for some clients. Now, I want to go through this company specifically because I love what they're doing with their marketing. And so let's break down what they sell. They sell jewelry. Nothing special, but they were able to build leverage in a very unique way. They were able to build leverage by having a good offer on the front end to acquire a bunch of customers, and then of course doing a very, very good and decent job at getting these people back within their funnel by introducing new products like anklets, bracelets, earrings, pearls, rings, necklaces, bundles, and a bunch of other things. So this, in my opinion, my gut feeling tells me that was maybe a drop shipping brand, or maybe they're still drop shipping, but they've really branded themselves well and they're doing quite a good job at it. So whether you're a brand or you're drop shipping, watching this video, if you're doing less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, less than $10 million a year, I'm sure you can get something from this video. So this is the company. Let's go ahead and kind of analyze what they're doing. Okay. So first off, I always like to use this tool, Atria, as I always say in my other videos, which is a tool that allows you to understand the situation. What ads are working for them, how many ads are image ads, how many ads are video ads, carousels, and also what personas they're selling to, the ad angles that are working for them, the USPs, the unique value proposition, right? The top desires that they're inspiring within the ads. And so I really love this tool because it really breaks down everything to a much deeper level. So I always like to filter by longest running ads as usual. As you can see, they're running a lot of ads. Not all of them are active. The majority are not, but it shows that they really tested a lot of ads and it's not a new brand. So 147 ads, it's not too much. It's also January, right after Q4, so it's kind of a dead season for jewelry brands, but they're doing quite a decent job in scaling up. And I know for a fact, if we look at some numbers, 224 ads were live in the last 30 days, including 165 new ads. So 165 ads out of the 224 are new, which is 11% compared to the previous period. So this is important data because it also allows us to understand what it actually takes to have 200 ads active, what it actually takes to have that. And so let's filter by active, longest running. And what seems to be working for them is a lot of image ads. I'm not sure if you saw before, but 70% of their ads are images. And so let's take a look at what they're doing with their images. So They have a lot of, they have some Reddit, kind of like natural image ads. They have some offers, features, benefits. This is an offer ad, offer, buy two get one free. That's their primary actual offer. I'm gonna dissect exactly what they're doing on their landing pages, because it's working very, very well for them. As you can see, it's all buy two get one free, buy two get one for free, buy two get one for free. It's all, they're really focusing and honing down on this offer that's really working well for them. And as I said before, customer acquisition on the front end is not like customer acquisition like on the back. No, customer acquisition on the front end period is hard. It's not like selling to existing customers, right? And so you need to be very creative. You either have a super creative product, right? Or you sell a normal product, kind of like them. You're just focusing on the aspect of, how beautiful and how much people want this piece of jewelry or the concept of the jewelry, but you're gonna have to give them something else. Even with apparel, any industry, honestly, if you have a very good offer on the front end, that will allow you to build leverage. How do you build leverage? By acquiring a lot of customers, getting a lot of data on your pixel, and that's how you are able to essentially scale a lot more easily. You will scale easier, in a much easier and profitable way, if you have a lot of data compared to maybe a new pixel, a new company, somebody that is just getting out there in the market. So that's the way, the lever that they pulled. They launched a very good offer that worked on the front end. Now let's go and talk about their entire funnel, because they have a lot of things that I really like. Let's take a look at their landing pages that they're running. Most of their traffic goes directly to their homepage. So this is what their homepage looks like. They probably shop on bestsellers. And this is, one thing that I want to make clear here is that they are doing a very good job at putting the offer in front of their eyes multiple different times. So we've seen the offer in the headlines, in the ad copy, right? And in the headlines of the creative, in the ad copy, in the creative itself, right? And also within the landing pages, and on the top here. On the top and here, they have a little graphic design that reminds them. And then people just can click buy over here. And same thing happens over here if they one scroll and they see this again. And explain this further. Add at least 3 items to your cart and apply the coupon code GIFT at checkout. You will get the lowest priced item for free. And they give you examples. 3 items in your cart, you pay for 2. 6 items in your cart, you pay for 4. If I also add to cart, right? They're also doing a good job at reminding me over here, okay? And also they have this scrollable section. You're this far away from your second free necklace or whatever. And so they're doing a very, very good job, and the discount automatically applies. Everything is very, very optimized, and I really like what they're doing. One other thing to critique very quickly is that I really like how they positioned this page. I would have created a higher perceived value approach, but everybody has their own ways and their own style. But social proof on the top, features, benefits, and information here on the top as well. They're adding some urgency and scarcity by adding these elements: free shipping worldwide, the payment processors, the offer, and then of course just normal information about the brand and the bracelets or whatever they're buying. I like the scrollable sections a lot. You can actually click on this, and I'm not sure, I don't remember what app this is, but it's like an Instagram story, and you can just go ahead and buy from here. So I like this a lot. They're also adding very good, a lot of social proof. That's what I meant. Some extra information, as seen in, more visuals of people using the product, which is actually just from their Instagram feed. And you can do the same thing here. You can click and shop, which I really, really like. And here's a small description. I love what they're doing here. And then of course they have they're adding even more authority on the bottom by saying over 2 million jewelry pieces sold, published by L or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then of course they have a bunch of reviews. And I like the reviews because they're showing a UGC component in it, which is much easier to consume, much more trustworthy. And a lot of people just put random words, and it's like, is this real? Is this not? If you put a face to it, it's going to allow you to increase that authority, okay? And also they have an FAQ section that I really like on the bottom. And then of course, recently viewed products, blah, blah, blah. It's a really well optimized page. I don't remember exactly, but I saw on an app that they have around 500 to 1 million visitors every single month. Assuming we have a 2.5 to 3% conversion rate with a $60-$70 AOV just by looking at the prices, they're around $50 million a year. That's also how I got that number. Now let's get into some more, as you can see here, I have a lot of things to cover. Let's get into the more strategy conversation. I brought you through exactly what they're doing, but let me just paraphrase a couple of things that are really important within their funnel that is allowing them to make this really profitable and worthy for them. So first of all, they're doing direct offers. They're doing two types of ads. They're doing ads that are like with B-rolls, and let me show you very quickly what I mean by that. If I go over here, overview. Cut me some slack. Who do you want me to be? 'Cause I'm too messy, and I'm too fucking clean. So they're doing these types of ads as well, where it's like unboxing, trying the video, B-roll, just literally raw B-roll, and then they're putting like some subtitles over it, and then many times they're also putting subtitles with the offer itself, if I can find it. I know there's a lot of ads. You see buy two, get two for free, Valentine's special. These are actually inactive ads, so I should probably be filtering by active ads, filter by videos, right? You see buy two, get one for free. This is a video. It's just literally B-roll and a text. It seems to be working well for them, and we actually have a similar client, and we have several jewelry clients actually, and what's working well also is just promoting the offer verbally with an AI voiceover in the first 3 to 7 seconds. It works very, very well as well, because people at the end of the day, as they see that's something that they like and they want to buy, if they also hear that there's an offer to it, they also read it on the page, on the ad, on the headline, on the ad copy, it's going to increase conversion rates for sure, almost for sure. Okay, so they're running these B-roll strategy, which I'll explain more in just a second, but they're also doing direct offer ads, which I like to call like literally direct offers, where they can see the offer in the ad copy, in the headline, whatever, and they also launch ads that are basically direct offers in terms of the image ad itself is promoting the offer. So they're being very congruent, showing the direct offer, product page once again very congruent with the offer, cart very congruent with the offer, checkout is also very congruent with the offer once again, and they're also adding extra upsells, downsells, scarcity, which I really, really like. And then of course after they're having typically 2 to 3 upsells is what I see. I know for a fact that they have it. I forgot who it was, but we have developers that you're able to see what apps they're running, and I think they were running like one-click upsell or something like that, reconvert, or I forgot what it's called. And they're running upsells and downsells to, of course, increase their average order value. And so how these upsells work is that if you say yes to the first upsell, you should upsell them again. If they say no to the first upsell, you can downsell them again, maybe the same product at a bigger discount, you'll see. But these offers, of course, need to be very congruent and to what they just bought literally 5 seconds before, right? Because this goes from checkout. This is an app that stops the product being shipped, so for 15 minutes, and so essentially it like locks in and pauses the order. And so even if they go out from here and they don't click anything, after 15 minutes the order still goes through and they go through to a thank you page and they can upsell them again. Okay, so this is the process. What I also like about their pop-up here is that they have a mystery discount, which really increases, we've seen that really increases the opt-in rate. So a good opt-in rate is like 7 to 10%. That's a very decent opt-in rate. Anything below like 7%, I would really optimize more, but I can almost guarantee you that they're doing quite well over here. And so this mystery gift works because people don't know what it is. They could be expecting 20%, 30%, who knows? Maybe they expect a 10%, but they don't know, and so it's a little bit more mysterious. And so the first step is you go in here and you claim your offer. You click on claim your offer. Then you can send them you put in the email. Once you click this, the email pop-up goes up. You put your email, and then of course it says finish signing up with text to activate your mystery offer. And you can, even if you decline this, they'll still show you the offer, so it's a bit, I guess, a little bit misleading, but this is working for them. And if you add the number, of course, they're going to put you into an SMS sequence flow that's really, really profitable. SMS is really profitable, really, really high open rates, really, really profitable. Okay, and then there's just a final stage where it says you're in, and then this is the email that you receive immediately. And it's, as you can notice, it's not like a super branded email. It's a very simple email that just gets to the point, says what the discount is. It says that it's expiring in 5 days to add some urgency, right? And so it's, it works very well. It says, "Hey gorgeous, welcome to the world of beautiful, 100% waterproof, hypoallergenic jewelry. This is built to last and doesn't tarnish or leave green stains." Okay, so immediately they're giving the benefits and features and benefits of the product in the first line. "You join us during our January sale where you can save up to 50% off our January sale collection." So every single month they're updating this: January, February, March. It's maybe even probably a replacement, or how do you call it? I forgot what, like, in brackets you can put features that essentially personalize the text automatically. So maybe there's a feature in Klaviyo, from, if I remember correctly, there is, where you can put day of the month or what month it is, and then it will replace it automatically. So you don't have to go in every single month and change it. Plus, save an extra 10% your first order with code which XYZ, which auto applies by clicking anywhere in this email, right? But hurry, it's 5 days, claim your gift here. Boom. Very, very simple call to action. I really like the simplicity of it. Text emails, everybody thinks that, they don't work anymore, but they actually really work well when you're presenting an offer, okay? The only extra thing that I would add here is leverage the buy one get two free offer. I'm not sure why they're not pushing that over here, but who knows? Just remind them that there's that offer on top of this discount, okay? So either way, one other thing that I already kind of clarified, I'm not going to talk too much about this because I spoke about it just now, but is they're very clear on their offer and the angle proposition, okay? Everywhere in their funnel, on the ads, on the pages and the cart, we're promoting the buy two get one for free, which is specifically for first-time buyers, right? Because most of their customers are first-time buyers either way, right? I would imagine like 70-80% at least are, right? And so it's important to be very, very, very simple, because I'm not sure why, but for some reason, some of our clients, when they came to us, they have a good offer, but they're not able to explain the offer and showcase the offer in a very simple and clear way. And so the customer doesn't have time to just, they don't care, they just leave and go somewhere else. So we have to be very simple offer, very clear, so that it's very easy to apply and self-intuitive, okay? Now, presenting an offer that creates leverage. Let's talk about this. As I said before, when you start from scratch, you don't have leverage. You need to pull some levers. You need to gain your competitive advantage. And the first thing that they did, right? I'm not sure how long they've been in business, but the one thing that they're doing very well to build leverage to acquire new customers is really focusing on the offer. And so what they're doing here is that they're focusing on the offer and they're testing a bunch of different creative concepts to that offer. And this is exactly what they're doing in what I showed you over here. They're testing a bunch of different images, ads, B-rolls, image ads are direct offers, features, benefits I showed you before, right? Just to go back at it. All of these are what we can call different creative concepts. This is a direct offer, buy two, get two for free. This is same thing, different style. Same exact thing here. Here we add some proof. Then there's also, where is it? Kind of like authority, building image ad. But they're all doing the same thing. They're promoting the offer. So they're different creative concepts, but they're promoting the same offer. Okay, hopefully you get what I mean. Review ad, right? I really like what they're doing here. Okay, and by the way, if you want to recreate these images, I always talk about this. So if you're already an existing viewer, you're rolling your eyes, but go to Creative OS, because this is a great tool for image ads. You can just go there and it will give you templates. You copy and paste the template on Figma. I'm not going to do it. It's a little bit too slow. But you can log in. It's $50 a month. Gives you a bunch of different kind of like frameworks and placeholders. And then you can just go ahead and in Figma or Canva and just replace your images, the subtitle, your own words, right? And you can just basically copy and paste them, and it saves like 50 to 70% of the time, okay? I really like what they're doing. Going back to my diagrams over here, creative concepts are really, really, really important. And just to give you an understanding of how we do it, is that we do a lot of research up front. So when a client onboards, right, we essentially find all of the angles that we want to market to them. So these are like all angles, like let's say we're doing a skincare product that targets double chin, an instant lift, reverse aging, a snacked jawline, a spot treatment at home, a turkey neck, how to avoid turkey neck. All of these are like angles that we can approach. We then combine the angle, or the offer and the angle, of course, with multiple creative concepts, and this is how we scale. This is how we scale horizontally within the same ad sets, or sorry, within the same campaigns. So we have the same campaign typically, and then each ad set that we add is either a new angle that we want to test, or a new angle, or an angle that is a winner that we want to scale with all of these creative concepts. And we have typically like 40, 30, 40, 50 that we have that we see that are basically just going viral, like the POV. Everybody has seen the POV, AI songs, X reasons why, unboxing reaction videos, a Google search image ad works super well. And of course we have also inspirational links. If you want access to this sheet, of course there's also a bunch of other sheets that we have. We have a CRO tracker, a UGC tracker. I'm not going to go through this right now, but if you want all of this sheet, which is the same exact tracking sheet and KPI tracking sheet that we use for all of our clients to scale them to 7 and 8 figures, there's a link down below. Just give us your email, and you can just get access to it immediately. You also have an RI calculator, which is really helpful. You can just plug in numbers, and the numbers essentially just change, right? It's like all automatic. And so, very useful tools. I highly recommend. Now, moving forward, what was I talking about over here? Let's continue the conversation. Scaling what works. What they're doing very well, very well, is that they're putting most of their time, I would say 80 to 90% of the time, at least 70 to 80%, towards angles that are winners and winning creative concepts. So and this is something we do internally as well, which is what I really recommend for you to do. Once you find something that works, 10x on it. And don't put all of your resources, leave the 20% on things that you still want to test. Because if you put 20% on what works, if you put 100% on what works, then you're not leaving enough resources to your team to test new concepts that you've never tested before. And if you don't have that engine moving forward as you test and scale what works, then eventually what works is not going to work anymore. And so you're going to have you're not going to have a pipeline of things that actually work because of the 20%, right? And so 80% of our ad sets, of our energies, goes towards winning angles and winning creative concepts, right? Or winning angles and new creative concepts, right? The angle is going to be the most important thing. Then comes it's kind of like the most important thing is the product, right? Then it's the angle, right? And then it's the winning, it's the creative concept, right? So the priority should always be winning creative concepts. So we can still scale and give it a chance. If you want to test a new creative concepts, like going from an AI voiceover ad to a direct offer image ad, but with the same angle, right? So they're doing with the same angle and the same offer. So that's what they're focusing on. And an angle can also be like a direct response ad, right? In some cases, it can also be related to like an offer, a clear offer, okay? And so 80% of their time is going here, and then 20% of their time is going towards new marketing angles, plus or either new creative concepts. So both are new, or new marketing angles plus winning creative concepts. So either one of the two. They're two, for these two, that is the 20%. Both have a new marketing angle. Okay, so this is how we distribute our time and resources. And I've noticed just by looking at all their ads, this is also what they're doing. Now, let's talk about one more thing. Let me know if you have any questions about this, but this is how we take care of scaling and prioritization, which is important. Now, let's talk about how they broke a saturated market and what actually happened. Okay, bear with me. I have a couple more things to share with you, but they're really important. Now, the jewelry market is something like this. It looks something like this. Everybody's selling the same thing, but they were able to get and crack the door open on something that is maybe, where not necessarily unsaturated, but something that allowed them to build leverage. And so this was their process, just by analyzing what they're doing. The most important thing that allowed them to create this blue ocean, which is not a red ocean. Red ocean, for the new people that are maybe not, don't know the marketing terminologies. A red ocean is where everybody's competing. So it's red, it's blood, it's bloody, it's red, right? While the blue ocean is clear, there's not a lot of competition. Nobody knows that what you're doing is everybody thinks that what you're doing is maybe a lot more unique. And so if you look at jewelry stores, not every jewelry store, especially looking at the big companies that have most of the budgets, are running like buy one and get two for free, right? I'm not saying that nobody's doing it, but it's definitely a lot less competitive. And so they were able to build their own leverage within the market, starting with a great offer. Now, is a great offer the only piece of leverage? Like, is the offer itself leverage? No, but it allows you to build leverage because you gain a lot of traction and a customer acquisition process, which allows you to have leverage over time because of new customers, more data, and it's easier to scale once you have the data, right? It's easier to scale, as I said before, a seasoned pixel rather than a new pixel, for example, right? So yes, great offer, great branding, great creatives, a great landing pages, of course, but primarily it's a great offer, because I can guarantee you that these things could have been like 30% worse, but if you have a good offer, good image quality and good product, it's gonna work. It's eventually gonna work, right? And then this allowed them to acquire market share. It allowed them to season their pixel, as an example, and then this allowed them to build leverage over others. This is my view on how they were able to get into that market. Now, do you need to run that offer forever? No, because sometimes that's good enough for you to build leverage, and then you don't have to be as aggressive with offers. But I think, I'm an offer lover, so I always think that you should find ways, and let me just do this very quickly, find ways to scale multiple offers so that you can have ways to acquire new customers in different ways. So this offer number one is going to acquire 70% of your new customers. This is still doing decently. It's maybe doing 20%, and this is doing 10%, right? So you're distributing your risk, and you're launching new offers, which the ad account likes, because you're giving it new offers, new creatives. And also your customers and your consumers love, because everybody likes a good offer. Everybody prefers to go and buy from a company that sells a good product with a good offer, compared to the same exact company that doesn't do the offer and just sells the product. I hope that makes sense, right? And so this is my view. Going over their creative strategy very quickly before we end the video. This is exactly what they're doing with their B-rolls. So they're getting access to a bunch of lists, or they're reaching out. They have a system where they reach out to creators. And if you want to reach out to creators or find creators, you can just go on Twitter. I'm not sure I'm logged in, but you can just go on Twitter or Instagram and type in, UGC beauty, and then you will find a bunch of people within this realm of niche or industry, and then people will literally be giving their email address, and you can just contact them. All of these people are in the beauty industry, and you can also filter by languages like French, English, or whatever, and so you can be very, 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 very useful. You can do the same exact thing on Instagram, or you can go into other platforms like Facebook groups and put a post, and then you'll receive like 100 comments of people that have experienced portfolios reach out to you. And so getting creators is not really a hard thing. It's more of like the dissecting the good ones from the bad ones, I would say. Now, moving forward over here, once you find the creator, what they do is that they have a process where step 2 is to onboard and train the content creators to produce ROI-driven creatives, right? So they onboard the creator, they have an in-depth training, which is typically what we do, meaning that we train them on the brand, we train them on what exactly the expectation is, what we want them to do. We send them typically a script, and then after that, they either send us one final video or a lot of B-rolls. Typically, this is the approach that I would recommend if you're starting out, and also if you're scaling. I would only recommend for you to do just one singular video, meaning that you contact the creator, you give them a script, and you tell them to do one video with maybe like 2 hooks, 3 hooks, only if you know that video is going to work at like 80-90% chance, right? If you're not super confident of that and you don't want to really invest into like $200 for one video, then for the same price, they will typically film 15-20 B-rolls. That's what you get. And then step 3 is to combine the B-rolls and the scripts, right? This is like a script framework, so we can do AI voiceover scripts, and then we can combine the two to create like 5 to 10 times more the volume. So from one video, instead of just doing one video and 2 or 3 hooks, you can do one video and generate 5 to 10 videos extra, right? So this is the power of creative. If you have a systematized process to scale that creative, to really ramp up image ads, video ads, test different angles, right? With this creative framework, then this is what allows you to scale paid ads in the first place, okay? I hope this video was valuable. I did talk a lot about multiple aspects within the business, maybe even diverse aspects, but I hope this video was valuable. If you are a new viewer, you probably don't know who I am, what I do. I'm Brando. I own Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce agency. We actually work with some 6 and mostly 7 and 8-figure brands. If you own a brand doing at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month at least, then feel free to book a call. You can have a call with me, and we will kind of do what we're doing here on this video. We will audit it. I will tell you what if I see like room for improvement, and then at the end of the call, if there's synergy, of course, and we have slots open, then we can explore the opportunity to do perhaps business together and partner up. Okay, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one. Bye. On a side note, before I end it off here, if you actually own an e-commerce business and you want your business and your brand to be audited, we can just hop on a call, hop on a free strategy session with myself or one of my team members, and we can pretty much have a conversation about your roadmap towards next year and how perhaps you can reach your goals. The conversation is very laid back. It's honestly just to understand if there's an opportunity for us to do even business together one day. Okay, with no further ado, thank you once again, and who knows, maybe see you in the next masterclass.